That was weird. The video just stopped on me when I was talking. Maybe it was 46 minutes. I didn't think it was, but maybe it was. So anyway, Jordan Peterson. So I've been watching his videos. Really like him a lot. Over the last couple months, been watching him and listening to his stuff. I'm not gonna buy any books or anything like that because I've been pushing real hard about the education system and what it really means, and it's not doesn't really not really worth anything to me. But it is nice listening to intelligent people speak, and I'm okay with it if it's an incidental, coincidental liar. And I say that with Jordan Peterson because there's many, many things that I need to call him out on. Even though I like him as much as I do, I gotta call him out on these things. Um, so I'm gonna be calling him out on Elon Musk because if Jordan Peterson is that really, I mean, come on, man. If you really believe that fucking any of the heliocentric model for that matter, just because science says it so, then you're making a big mistake. You can go see the system for yourself. The heliocentric model is not it. Um, just like all the other religions, it does have aspects of it that work. I'll give you that much. But it's going to be too hard for people to get around their head that they've been lied to this badly, and that they were. The problem is you would, most times you would want to call it stupid. Were they that dumb to believe this shit? Well, not really, because we were programmed. We were programmed to believe it all. Um, some good things about Jordan Peterson is that the therapy that he does and stuff like that. This is going to be a fun. They're all fun for me, really. Anyway, as long as I try to have a good time about it, and don't get too aggravated. But I'm looking forward to ink blots. I'm looking forward to going over ink blots with him. How we were screwed on everything, and ink blots was another one of them. Because even psychology, the neuroscience, all that, we've been lied to about everything, and I'm not allowed to really talk openly about any of it anymore. My medical channel got shut down already completely. It was just too much. It was just too. They were not going to listen to some asshole tell them their business, and they took it down right away. Copyright strikes and flags and all kinds of shit popped off on it. So it didn't last long, maybe a year and a half. I think I had that channel. Uh, and then now these other two channels, I'm really getting down there. I mean, I think after the third strike, then then I'm locked out for a long time. I think a month or more. And you got to do all kinds of explanations and write to them in order to get back on. I won't do none of that shit. I'll just go to another venue and start over again. And I'll just try to bring some of these series with me when I go over to them or some shit like that. But what am I going to go? To Trump? I'm going to go to Trump's new shit. I mean, really, we just all got to get away from the fucking internet. It's a waste of time. Use it for what it was. Use it for what it was meant to be, not for programming each other and pretty much lying to each other about every fucking thing. So, anyways, Jordan Peterson thinks quite a bit of Elon Musk, so I'm gonna fuck with him on that. I'm gonna work on the ink splatters, so that's gonna be fun because I learned a lot about those things over the last few years. How we were screwed with the ink. In other words, you're not supposed to see what it is I'm trying to show you, and if you see it, you're supposed to tell yourself it's your imagination, that you're not really seeing it, it's just your imagination. Um, and it's actually the opposite of that. What you're seeing with your own eyes is what you should be, because I can do this and I can go right in on this stone right here, right? They can do this and do the same thing. Same thing I'm doing with the clouds. I can extract the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast all throughout here. Add some shadows, change some color. That's what I'm doing with my fingers right now. Shading some light. I can come over here to the lighter side of the rock, go in on the same thing. It's going to be like this everywhere. I see them all with my eyes, but there's no sense in me pointing them out. I can start going like this and showing feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. It was all over and over and over again. It is just wave from the veil to the ground. I can start going in on all these little faces all throughout here. It's always going to be feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. Use it as your evidence, because that's what I do. Because there has to be a reason for that, right? So I've already found what that reason is, and anybody else that coming along is welcome to look into it as well. Um, I don't hold copyrights on the true creator's work, so anybody's welcome to look at it, and I offer it to everybody all the time, and I get fucking nowhere with it. Isn't that amazing? That is fucking amazing that it's all right there for us to see, and we just ignore it. Go to the baseball games, swim in the pool, have the barbecue, go to work, argue about politics, watch our country go to shit. Nothing, all arguing about it, divided at every turn. No one will go look. It's just that easy. Just go look. Oh my God, man. So, anybody coming to these videos, I'm absorbing all this with my eyes. My camera's moving fast. I stop for a couple seconds because I know I can just go back and pause the video. This is digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the cloud level. This is going to be, I'm going to be starting the Jordan Peterson series very shortly. My videos are visual, and they're going to be even more visual than they have before. I talked years ago, it's already been several years since talking about doing them without any sound at all, because of going through all the crap I go through with copyright strikes and infringement, because it's visual. What I'm showing you is all visual. You can make up your own minds. I only give explanation of what it is that I'm showing you, because everybody asks me to do so. And then when I give explanation for it, so to kind of give people a little head start, they don't want to go look. They just want to go back to the same old religions we've been going with for thousands of years. Or at least it seems that way. Thousands of years, maybe it's been less, but what the hell? Oh, because I was recording while I was. Oh, so that video is going to be a short video, that other video, because I'm plugged in while I'm recording and it's telling me not to. But I already got my 5 videos up for today, and they look too good out here, too easy. They're making it very easy on me lately. Probably intentionally just to laugh at me and say, "You fucking idiot! They're not gonna look. They're not gonna look. They're fucking zombies, man." You're right. You know it. You say it all the time. 7.8 billion fucking zombies. You say it. So if you what? You don't believe it? Yeah, I believe it. I fucking believe it. It's fucking unreal, man. It really is. Let's see what we got over here. Fresh trail just ran by this way. Several of them. You can see them in there. They're all within each other. I'm gonna maybe aim that one. I'm gonna go straight up. Ouch. Ouch. Let's do this for a few minutes. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trails right there, and another one coming through right here. Mineral Streets. So right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 2 crossing, and the rest of them all going pretty much same direction. And then you got this one coming through right now. They're all over the fucking place all the time. Thousands a day. Nobody looks. Nobody looks. Nobody gives a fuck. Unbelievable. It really is, man. It's unfucking believable. It's like Twilight Zone shit. The Twilight Zone part is that the zombies don't see it. It's like that 1984 shit, you know? All sides. All sides. You know, you can't. Not the Republican side's not right. The liberal side's not right. The Democratic side is not right. They're all fucking liars. It sucks. So Jordan Peterson, I was starting to say, and I had the video shut off earlier. no appreciation for the mineral streets. Goes on the Joe Rogan show. Joe Rogan knows all about the mineral streets. He knows what's going on. He knows the geoengineering projects and stuff. They're all they play against the deniers. They're on a third side. Joe Rogan and his buddies. They're on the liberal side, the liberal douche side. But it's a cross between liberal douche and conservative douche. It's kind of like a cross between. In other words, he'll play himself off against Alex Jones, and then he'll play himself off, against somebody from each area. Right on board with poisoning everybody with the vaccination shit and all that stuff. When I watched that video with him and Candace Owens, Joe Rogan and Candace Owens, I got to see how much of a liar he is about all that, because he would have not have been pushing her about the vaccine shit like he was doing. And I got it wasn't copyright strikes. I got strikes on all the videos that I talked about on that. I think 3 of them. It was the reason why I had to leave the Michael Oziak channel before. So I have to be careful about what I'm saying about, no matter what the conversation is. They were going to take these videos down on me. And then some of them, the Harold Koch series, those were old. Those were old videos, and all of a sudden I went back and looked in and noticed that they got me for strikes on them. So they must have went back, or the things that they're striking for have been updated, maybe. So therefore, what was acceptable a year or 2 ago was no longer acceptable. So they went back and gave me a strike on that video. It's been really fucking weird, man. It's been weird shit. Anyways, some of the people that Jordan Peterson is interested in and follows, like Elon Musk. He's bragging about Elon Musk and the electrical cars and everything like that. I mean, it seems like he's too intelligent, Jordan Peterson, and I will talk to him directly when I start the series. But he's too intelligent to not, first of all, not see the mineral streets that I'm showing you now. You're all too intelligent to not look up and see this shit going on. But him in particular, and others that are in the science fields, how could he be so intelligent but yet go along with some of these things that are just obvious nonsense? Sending a Tesla car into outer space. He was talking about Elon Musk, and he's all proud of him and everything. I mean, it's so stupid when you go watch the videos of what he's telling you is a car in outer space. No thought process about, well, gee, where's the camera? Why did you send several ships? Because you got different angles of the car as it's floating through outer space. Why does the Earth not match up with the distance of where the car is? Why is the lighting off? All these things that you would normally question if you're an intelligent person. I also noticed that he bought a lot of false flags. He went back and read the diary of a lot of the, I guess I can't talk about that either, because I was getting, let's see, they were, I'll just say Columbine, Michael Moore's movies and all that stuff. When you go back and watch those Michael Moore movies and documentaries and stuff, Bowling for Columbine and those movies, anybody that's listening, you go back and look at them real quick and use a discerning eye about what you're seeing. It's almost like they're making a fucking movie. There was a camera in every hallway. It was almost like they knew, and you got to remember, this is before there was a camera in every hallway in every school. And then when you get to recent days, like just the one that just happened a couple weeks ago, which I also cannot talk about because I talk about it and then they put it down as false information. So I can only do things in a question. But how could, okay, there was no cameras in that school at the front door. You got a 30 feet to 50 feet away, a dark shadow walking from a side camera that you wonder, why would that camera even be aimed over there, right? It's aimed at some bushes at a door, and you can't see who's walking in the door. They do this all the time. Whenever they put somebody on that's a fake, like I was saying, you see a 300-pound black guy beating the shit out of this 87-pound Asian woman supposedly in a doorway, but you can't see her, you can't see him. It's way overdone. I'm not saying bad things don't happen. I'm saying look for the lies. These are lying motherfuckers we're dealing with here. And Jordan Peterson either accidentally, I'm hoping, bought into some of these lies, and he's working because everybody really, if you think about it, all sides, you know what I mean? So how do you, there's nobody that I'm not going to have an issue with. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have an issue with no matter who I'm calling out. So I just got to go for the best I can get. And Candace Owens, I think it was a good one. And I think Jordan Peterson would be the next best one to go for. And then I'm gonna it'll ramble on to a few other guys that I met, that I heard, that videos of and stuff like that I liked, that I may also try calling out and stuff. They're like right on the verge of seeing everything that I'm trying to show you guys, and I'm so badly looking for somebody that has. That has the, I guess, views, the viewing power, so that thousands of eyes can be on what it is I'm showing you without everybody freaking out and being nervous about it. Um, and there's no reason to be. There's not. I found this years ago, and I'm doing fine. So better than I would have been without finding it. Let's put it that way. Uh, so now that I'm seeing it, I'm trying to share it with all of you, everybody. So my best chance is to call these people out. So Jordan Peterson, maybe he just went through school and he was just as programmed as everybody else. He's highly educated, like I said. I'm gonna. It'll be fun. Going over the brain and the heart being smart. He knows all this shit. I don't know why he's not talking about the mirror neuron. And I would love to throw the mirror neuron manipulator at him and explain that the mirror neuron manipulator is the hoarding gene. Really, it's the entire neurological. Our intelligence is held in our neurological system. I think he'll understand this. I think he'll understand the electrical connection that's all around us, that is all one, that we all are in touch with. And then he talks a lot about individuality, which is important in the bio realm. Yes, in our human realm, bio shell, we are separate. We are, one with the electrical system, with the true creator's work. We are one. There's no way about that, but we are one with everything. We are one with the tree, the stone, the fucking, you name it, the moon, the atmosphere. We're one with everything in this system. I'll have some fun explaining it, which I did under the Candace Owens series, explaining what I found so far about exactly how this electrical system seems to be working. And it's not exactly how, it's just how it's working. And then there are more exact to it, but I have not even looked, because there's so much to know. There's so much to learn. So I've only just taken what I can get, and as it comes, I accept it as it comes, most of the time. Um, anyways, how to use the electrical system, what I've learned on it, and all that kind of shit. That's how I'm able to now separate, as if there's such a thing in the true creator's work, but separate and understand that the true creator is one entity, and the creator and the false creator I consider another entity. And the creator and the false creator were a breakaway energy from the true creator's work. That's what the creator and the false creator, and that's where the divisions began. That's when math began, and it was just divide, 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 and we kept dividing until we got to. And I'm skipping a lot of stuff because that I don't know about, but I know there's something to it. But we need thousands of others to be on board with going and looking, and I'm sure the answers would come really quick. Just cannot be afraid to go look. And there's a big fear of looking. It really is. It seems to be the biggest fucking fear of all. And is Jordan Peterson really going to want to admit that his entire life was a fucking lie? Of course not. And it really wasn't. There are truths in between that trickle down through everything. So someone who has a good brain, a good memory capsule, and they memorized all the lies, they are going to be a huge benefit to figuring the rest of this out. But they have to be open-minded enough to go look at things for themselves and see reality rather than just only what they read in the books. because what they read in the books, what we seen in the movies, what we saw on the television screen, whatever came out of a human's mouth, it was all human influence. You cannot go by any of that other than the life that we live here in the bio realm. But otherwise, as far as the true creators work, no, we can handle that all much differently, and acknowledging it and realizing it. But no, you won't even look at it. Won't even fucking look at it. They're dropping these trails by the thousands a day for years, and no one will even go fucking look at it. Right? You know? So, 7.8 billion? It's fucking ridiculous. So some other Jordan Peterson's heroes, he had some other people that he looked up to, like Hawkins or whatever the hell his name is there, the guy in the wheelchair. You know, we don't even know if that's the same guy that's been around. He was supposed to be dead years ago. He's supposed to be so highly intelligent. There's all kinds of Freemasonry shit. I wouldn't go by anything that dude says. And what he's telling us about the heliocentric model is assuming and using the heliocentric model to take physics to a whole new level. And if we're going to deal with physics, then we got to deal with the math first, because there should be no zero and no infinity. Zero and infinity are not real. They do not exist. If you take the zero and the infinity out of the math, then everything changes. How we read temperatures changes. How we read a clock will change. You're not going to have 2 parts of a day. You're going to end up having 4 parts of a day. When we go to the 1 through 9 clock, I don't know how the fuck it's going to work, but I can see it. I can see it just same way that we have 4 seasons in some parts. We're going to have 4 areas of the clock, and that's when the heavy metals and minerals will be at their best during those hours. That's why some people do their best and from 3 a.m. until 7 or 8 a.m. and some people do better from 6 a.m. to 1 or 2 p.m. Some people do good, right? So everybody knows, but we don't ever go with that. We do whatever the boss says. Whatever the boss tells you, whatever the teacher tells you to go to school, you go to school. Learning the fucking lies. This is so fucking real, man. Yeah, so I'll talk to Jordan Peterson about all that. I'll throw a bunch of shit at him to see. Hopefully he comes to him someday. He might. He's not as big as Candace Owens on the world stage type thing yet. So maybe he'll go look. And there's a lot of things. I'll start playing his videos because I'm making soundtracks, and I'll start playing his videos and stuff. But a lot of things that he talks about are provable. They're provable. So he is right about a lot of things, and that's what I liked about him. But I have to keep an eye on my own personal thoughts too, and try not to bring them into any of this. Because it's just because it's such a mess, mixing mess. Because it's written in spoken word. Anything that was written or spoken word is garbage, really. And you gotta read between the lines of it all. You can never take any of it as face value because it's written in spoken word. And all written in spoken word is bullshit first, and then you can weed it out from there and find the truth. But first, it's got to be considered bullshit, no matter what it was. No matter what it was that was ever said in the last 6,000 years, you have to consider it just, not as fact, but as something that we lived by as fact, or things that we lived by that we pretended were fact. That's it. That's all we got. This should be interesting. Let's go over here for a few minutes. Where am I at here? I cut the last video down too short. I fucked it up. Let's see. I'll go over here and we'll do this. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. You scream like a girl. Shut up for a few minutes. Better here. Let's see how to look at my guns. There it is, right there. Good enough.
I'm so scared going down this town. Mine isn't like more stable. I don't have any of them. Russia. Monday, Russia. Wow, that is so loud. Stop and touch right off. Ah!
Jack?
Do you not realize that?
You're a cat. I have to spray you.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah,
Good
guys.
kitty.
Stop.
Get away.
This is gonna be good. They're going in the right direction. They're going to camera right. Is that right? I always get it mixed up. And they're coming at us at the same time, so. And I got the sunlight at their behind them. So it's a good chance, again, to watch the builders work, watch what they're building you, see it everywhere. But at least see it in the fucking clouds, at the cloud level, what you call clouds. Because maybe if you look up and you start looking for the true creator's work in the cloud level, it'll help you to keep looking up and notice that there's thousands of trails being dumped on your fucking head every day. You know, unbelievable, man.